Hey, you guys. Hey, everyone. Welcome back. So, we're going to be talking about last night's or Sunday night's episode of Sister Wives. If you haven't watched it, this will be a little bit of a spoiler. We're going to talk about some of the things that Cody seemed to come to an understanding of finally after like how long? How long have they been on reality television? And Cody is just understanding that like he's not liked, not by his wives, not by the general public, not by the viewers. It's wild to hear him come to this understanding, like, wow, I just kind of realized, like, I wasn't liked. We're going to talk about that because that was something that was discussed on this past week's episode. Also, if you haven't watched it, we will be live tonight at 8 p.m. Central Time. So, in like 4 hours, 15 minutes, it's 3:45 my time, 8 p.m. Central Time on Tuesday nights. We go live and we watch Sister Wives. Tomorrow, we'll be live at 8 p.m. Central Time watching Seeking Sister Wives. If you want to watch this show with us, you can join me over on TikTok. But anyways, we're going to be talking about the episode. And Cody saying something that just I'm like, I can't believe he's this oblivious. Like I can't believe I mean, just he lacks self-awareness, right? So, on this past week's episode, Cody starts what he calls his pilgrimage. Yes, he's on a whole journey now to apologize to all the ex-wives, Mary, Janelle, and Christine. And two, wow, thank you, Shelby. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. But he's on this pilgrimage, right, to apologize to the ex-wives, and I don't think that's the only journey he's on. I also think he's on a journey to paint himself into a better light. You know, the way Special Forces is over, they're doing like their press tour for that, and how he is lying. He's straight up lying, saying that he has made him making amends with his kids and he's working on the estrangement and so he's basically trying to paint himself in a better light. That's the way that it looks to me, right? So um according to Cody, he wants to set the ex-wives free. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a little something to look at. He wants to set the ex-wives free and release some anger that he's been holding on to. And honestly, I really don't know if any of these ex-wives need this. I don't know if Janelle, Mary, Christine, if they were waiting on him to do anything for them to have any kind of release. But okay. So he tells Robin, him and Robin go out to this dinner, and he tells her that he feels the need to apologize because um, after they got divorced, he went around and he said publicly on the show that he never loved them. We all remember that. But he now says that he said it out of anger. However, he hasn't apologized to any of them yet. So he says he wants to apologize. So his first contact was to Janelle. He contacted Janelle. We'll skip over to that part. I'm not going to play the audio for all of these because copyright. I'm currently in a scuffle with Paramount because they copyrighted one of my videos and it constitutes fair use. But anyways, so he contacts Janelle first. And Janelle sits down with Madison and is like, your dad reached out. Wow, I sounded so country when I said that. Maybe I can find the clip, maybe not. They're in New Orleans right here, so it's probably going to be after this. So let me tell you guys what I tried to do, but technology has just been not my best friend lately. So I actually recorded all this. I screen recorded it. I got it all put together, and then the whole app booted out on me, and it disappeared. So, anyways, so he first reached out to Janelle to ask Janelle, to meet up. Janelle is talking to Madison about it. Madison is estranged from Cody, right? Uh, she tells Janelle says that Cody has reached out, wants to come to North Carolina to talk and extend the olive branch. Janelle is suspicious. She thinks that Cody is reaching out to her because he wants to attempt to fix things with the kids. And she's like, he don't need me for that. Like if that's what he's doing, if he's reaching out to me to help make amends with y'all, like I'm not gonna help him with that. He don't need me for that. I'm not friends with Cody. I'm not going to facilitate that for him. And I agree. I mean, which that's not, I do think that's probably a little bit of what it's about, maybe somewhat. I really think Cody is just going on, like going around trying to paint himself in a better light. That's really what I think this is about, you guys. Um, I really think he wants to make amends with the wives because he looked so horrible before they got a divorce, through the divorce, saying he never loved them. He just looks like, I mean, nobody likes him. Nobody likes Kody because of the way that he treated the wives, the way that he talked about the wives, the way that he said he never loved them, the way that he treated the kids. And I really think he's feeling the effects of it, right? So, anyways, Janelle agrees to talk to him, but she made it clear she has no desire to see or talk to Robin. Don't blame her. Kody does go to North Carolina to see Janelle. He goes to North Carolina to meet with Janelle, and he says that he still hadn't reached out to Mary or Christine. He says he's starting with Janelle because Janelle is the least hostile. Of course, Kody is going to go with the least hostile. He's gonna take the easy route. You know what I'm saying? But I really, the only person that I could really see being hostile with him is Mary, and not even that bad. Like it's not anything that Kody. Like you're a man, you can take one wife coming at you a little hostile. You know what I'm saying? But he's going to start with Janelle first because, in his words, she's the least hostile. He then says that his heart isn't soft enough to apologize to Mary or Christine yet. His heart, which is why it makes me suspicious. Because I'm like, if I feel it in my heart to apologize, that's going to be why I want to apologize. You know what I'm saying? It's not even in his heart to apologize. So I'm like, you have ulterior motives to apologize here because you don't even want to. It's not in your heart to do it. You can't even bring yourself to do it yet. So what's your reasoning for really wanting to apologize? I'm questioning it. Anyways, so he's on this pilgrimage to apologize, but his heart isn't soft enough yet to apologize. Make it make sense. Then he gives us this, he tells us about how he is asking God for help because he is a jackwagon and an a-hole to most people. And then he says he didn't even know he was an a-hole until the divorces. He says, I thought everybody liked me. And then when the three people you thought you were their superhero says you're an a-hole, like, what are you talking about? You're an a-hole, right? So I'm going to play this clip because I was like, this dude, you're just now realizing that, hello, your wives, yep, they were over you at some point. That he's a joke. Exactly. Your wives, you were such a joke for so long and mistreated them for so long that you went from their superhero, great dad to the kids, to all of a sudden he's a joke. He's a clown. He's a coward. That's what they've called him, a coward. I'm like, so you started out as their hero, and then you became a coward. When the show first started out, I think everybody thought that it was like kind of weird, kind of different, but I don't think all these people hated him. Nobody hated him until things started to fall apart. You know what I'm saying? But he was oblivious to it, right? So here is, and I don't know if this is well, I do know the clip is somewhere in here, but I'm going to go ahead and hit play. He's going to get to where he talks about realizing that nobody liked him.
Have a great, I don't even know how to say it. I don't even know what to say, really. I was emotionally in the state of a 12-year-old, I guess, when the breakups happened. And so instead of...
Let me back it up. That's the wrong part. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
There's been in the past so much animosity that I'm just like, hey, it's time to literally bury the hatchet. I am here to apologize.
I haven't reached out to Christine or Mary yet. My heart isn't soft enough to actually apologize to them yet. The devil gets in your head. You know, like, Father in heaven, I need some help here. Because me, this jackwagon, I'm just an asshole to most people. And I really don't want to do that anymore. I never thought I was until I got divorced. I thought everybody liked me.
Delusional. What? I mean, everybody did like you. I mean, not everybody liked you, but your wives liked you up until years before the divorce. Wow.
And then when, you know, the three people you thought you were the superhero for says, you're an asshole.
3 out of the 4. You have 4 wives who looked at you as a superhero. Can you imagine? I would feel like an utter failure if I had 4 spouses And 3 of them, and I went from being their superhero to them calling me a coward on national television. I would feel like such a failure. Just that's just me. Seems like he's finally understanding that maybe he's a failure.
What are you talking about? You're the asshole.
It's an effort to just say, have a great, I don't even know how to say it. I don't even know what to say, really. I was emotionally in the state of a 12-year-old, I guess, when the breakups happened. And so instead of going, live your best life and be at peace, I was really, really angry. And it
What
was
about
more of
now?
an attitude of, why are you interrupting and destroying my peace? And that wasn't the right attitude to have.
The reason I'm going to Janelle first is simply because there's so much less toxicity. There's so much less for me to
Right.
forgive. It's easier for me to go ask forgiveness.
Anyways, it's so here he goes. Hair flying in the wind. Look at him. He's on a mission. He's like, I gotta clear my name. I gotta clear my name. I got a reputation to uphold. The show is gonna carry on without me because nobody likes me. I gotta fix this. That's what I feel like. Anyways, that's my point. Cody literally is like so obtuse. He genuinely can't see how everyone views him. He's that like the Lulu. It's wild. You know what I'm saying? Did he almost miss Truly's birth? Yeah, he was out with Robin, and then when Truly got put in the hospital with like the kidney failure or whatever, like there was something to do with that as well. So there's been a lot of times where Cody literally was not where like oh, somebody brought up a good point. Somebody brought up such a good point the other day, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, I never thought about that." And I considered doing a video on it, but somebody said they were rewatching, I think season 18, maybe. It was where they were talking about Dayton having the 4-wheeler wreck, and Cody says he needed surgery, but the insurance companies deemed it cosmetic because it was like something to do with like his face or something. I don't know. The insurance companies deemed it cosmetic, not necessary. So Cody said he spent hours trying to find the best plastic surgeon to do his surgery. And it was like out of state, I think. And then they brought up the fact that he can spend hours finding the best plastic surgeon to fix Dayton's face. Then take Dayton like out of state for it, which I don't know. I think that's what they said. I'm gonna have to look into this, but this is true when it comes to Dayton's surgery. Like Dayton had his surgery, Cody was there for that. Apparently, it was considered a cosmetic procedure. It wasn't like necessary, but he can't be there for Isabel. He wanted Isabel to wait, even though she was in pain. Like Dayton's face may have looked different, but Isabel was in pain. And he's like, you need to wait. But he is gonna literally, spend time researching the best plastic surgeons for Dayton. And who paid that bill? Who paid? I don't remember, but I feel like I do remember hearing something about who paid the bill. I don't remember who paid it, but I remember there being a discussion over who paid it. Anyways, it's like you can go out of your way to spend hours to find a plastic surgeon for Dayton. See to it that he has the procedure, but you can't go be with your daughter who literally has like a severe case of scoliosis that she is in severe pain. You ask her to put it off. There's a reason nobody likes you, Cody. The world, the wives, like there's a reason why we don't like you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Christine paid for Isabel's. I remember her talking about did she do like some sort of fundraiser? She does some sort of fundraiser or something to help pay for that. But yeah, I'm shocked. Like Cody, you can go. How do you go through decades of relationships, multiple marriages failing, falling apart, your kids becoming estranged from you, pulling away from you, your best friend, your wife of like 25, 30 years walking away, Christine literally saying she felt neglected for years, um, Janelle calling you a coward, and You still thought they loved you, until after the divorce. It is so wild. It is so wild. And honestly, here's my take. I think this whole him apologizing to the wives, this whole storyline about him wanting to connect with the kids um, that he's speaking about when he's doing the special forces interviews is not just coming from a place of self-awareness. I don't feel like it's been all this time and he's finally becoming aware of who he is. I mean, I would be shocked because I'm like, how do you go that long? And it's 30 years into this and you're just coming to understand this. I'm like, I don't think that's really what it is here. I think Cody and Robin are finally realizing like the predicament that they may be in, right? They just bought this big nice house. They're not fan favorites. Fans have made it very clear over the last few seasons that like they don't even care to see Cody and Robin. They're tired of the same story. They're tired of, the victim narrative. They're tired of seeing Robin cry over the same story. They're tired of watching Cody act like he's the only one who's been hurt. So rating wise, the show does amazing. But a huge part of the show is Janelle, Christine, and the older kids at this point. Miri a little bit. But people have said a lot. I've seen this so much that people wish they would just follow Miri, Janelle, Christine, and the kids and rename the show Surviving Sister Wives and carry on without Cody and Robin because Cody and Robin have the same old story. Like nothing has changed. Meanwhile, Christine is married, she's gotten married, she's got a new man, and while they still talk about Cody a good bit, I think they can move forward without having to talk about Cody. Honestly, production asked them to do that, but I do think they can move forward without Cody. Um, so yeah, I'm wondering if like Cody and Robin, they're seeing what people are saying. Cody and Robin a couple years ago they had social medias, but they stopped posting on their social medias because it got to the point where they couldn't. Every time they post, like they would get hammered in the comment section. So I don't know. It makes me wonder if if they're paying attention, they're seeing like that the show could carry on without them. Maybe if that's scaring him. So like he's like, I gotta fix this. I need to win back some of the fans. I need to apologize to the wives. I need to try to make amends with the kids. Or even if I don't make amends with the kids, I need to act like I'm making amends with the kids, right? I think if Cody thought that the network could move forward focusing on the wives and the kids, that would obviously threaten his role, Robin's role on the show and their income. So yeah, I think I'm like 30 years into this and you're just now. You had a son who unalived himself and that wasn't enough to wake you up. Now all of a sudden you've had this, oh wow, this what no, like your son unalived himself almost a year ago and it didn't hit you then. So I'm wondering, I don't know. I'm like, are they understanding how much people are tired of seeing them on the show? Is this, you know, while he's suddenly talking about growth, making amends, apologizing, trying to fix relationships? Um, I don't know. I think maybe he's worried, and rightfully so. I think the show could survive without him. That's just my opinion. So that's where we're at with that, you guys. If you watch the interviews that he's gone on to promote Special Forces, he's asked every time about the kids. So, what's your relationship like with the kids? Did this, going on Special Forces and the DS is confronting you? Did that make you change? Did it, did you change anything? Did you go home and you try to make amends with the kids? And he's like, oh, yes, I did. Yes, I'm working on it. When we know that's not true. The only kid that says he's reached out to them is McKelty, which would be the easy one. Just like Janelle is the easy wife for him to go to. McKelty's the easy kid for him to go to. So, yeah, that's where we're at. Next week, we will see the actual apology with Janelle. And eventually, we'll see him talk to Mary and Christine, too, because those scenes are in the trailer. Also, there's that's photo right there. That's where he sits down with Christine and David for him to apologize to her. And I saw the clip in the trailer where he's like, he's telling Christine, he's like, when they sat down this day, he's like, I'm sorry for saying I never loved you because that was not true. And then it shows Christine in the confessional and she's like, how, like, what are you thinking to have me here with my husband and then tell me like, oh, sorry, when I said I never loved you, that was a lie. My bad. She's like, it's so awkward. I'm like, can you imagine being David sitting there with Sean would flip a lid. Like he would be like, if I was sitting there with my ex and my ex is like, sorry, I never said sorry, I said I never loved you. Actually, I did. Sean would be like, what kind of powwow is this? Like, yeah, I don't know. Like, y'all couldn't have done this without me, you know? Um, Christine will say she doesn't want to see Cody, but later she calls him a good man. So weird. I think he was a good man in some regard. Like, to, and they've all said that he was a good dad when the kids were little. That when the kids were little, he was a good dad. As they got older, he stopped seeming to care about having a relationship with the kids. So, yeah, I don't know. That's where we're at. You guys let me know. Do you guys think that Cody is all of a sudden had this epiphany that, oh my goodness, people don't like me. I need to change who I am. Or I don't know. I feel like this is like some sort of PR move because fans have like officially checked out of the like Cody and Robin show. They're not into really keeping up with them anymore. So Cody is like trying to change his image and maybe get some fans, like going on special forces. I think maybe he thought that would help too. Go on another show, give it his all, give it his best. You see him on the show, yeah, being like, "Dee-dee-dee," but you also see him being like very to the other people, like very encouraging, giving helpful tips. When they're running up the mountain, he has his hand on like one of the girls' rucksacks to try to like take some of the weight off of her. So I'm like, even going on special forces, because could that have been an attempt for him to kind of win back fans and change the image that people have of him? I don't think he means anything he says. Well, we know he's lying when he says he is reaching out to make amends. We know he is not reaching out to all of his kids. So there's that. Anyways, you guys, that's where we're at. We're going to be watching the episode. So if you haven't watched the episode, or if you just want to watch it again and hang out with me tonight at 8 p.m. Central Time, I'm going to go live at like 8 or 8:05. I'll be live on TikTok. Okay. I try to start playing the episode within the first couple of minutes. So it never fails. Somebody comes in like 15 minutes late and they're like, oh my goodness, like I'm late. I missed some of it. So we'll try to make sure let's all try to make sure we're there at 8. I'm the world's worst with being late. So like I get it. I'm not really one to preach like let's all try to be there at 8. But I'm always like, if I go live at 8 and I can't keep the audience, like I feel like if I'm playing the show, then the audience kind of stays, it grows. But if I'm just there talking about the show, then people tend to like get bored and leave. You know what I'm saying? So I try to play it to like, keep everybody there. Um, but then I start playing it so early that people come late and they miss part of it. But anyways, I'm not saying it, but Logan's wife made a post calling Cody a liar. Um, I don't know if Logan's wife did because Logan and Cody, they do have a little bit of a relationship. So I haven't seen that, but Leon did. Leon straight up made a post calling Cody a liar, like 1,000%. You are a liar. You are a piece of crap, dad. You are a liar. Nothing is going to change the image of Cody and Robin, even people remember all the crap they have said and done. And too, like she kicked that dog. Like I remember Robin kicking that dog. There's also this like Facebook reel going around where it claims that Janelle and Cody were in court and that Janelle's attorney found a letter that Robin had written Cody, like, I don't know, like 18 months before Janelle left, where she basically was like, you need to choose between me and the other wives. I'm tired of this. Choose between us or I'm going to leave. And it was like this big Robin and Cody didn't know about didn't know that Janelle's attorney had the letter and he read the letter and they were all like, oh, how did you get that? It's not real. But I saw that floating around and I was like, wow, that's crazy. Meant that was but anyways, you guys, leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. Also, Christmas is right around the corner, and Rose Forever is having their huge Black Friday sale. I'll show you guys their website really quickly. If you are into like flower arrangements, roses, This, I'm telling you guys, you're gonna have to check this site out because Rose Forever. This is, y'all see that box back there? That's an arrangement from Rose Forever. This candle is also. They have candles. They have. This is as big as my head. I always say that because it's crazy that it's as big as my head. 4 wicks in it. I love this candle, and it's almost gone. But here is the site really quickly. They are like up to 45% off right now for the Black Friday sale. So if you can customize these to your liking. Like this one is their 9 red roses round black velvet box. You can put pink roses in there. You can do off white. You can do white. You can even do black. I love every time they reach out to me. See, my husband bought them for me last year and they still look great. I love mine. I have like 6 of them at this point, if not more. And two, every time they reach out to me, I try to get mine to go with like the season. So they reached out to me not too long ago, and I wanted mine to go with the Christmas season. So once I move them out of here, I will put them in my house close to where my tree is to, kind of go with the Christmas season. But they are literally like, I know it looks kind of expensive, like $90 for that, but they last over a year. You can customize them to your liking. Blake says, I love mine. I've really had them for over 2 years and one over a year. I love every time I get one. But this is the cheapest you are going to find them. They have the heart shaped box. You can customize to your liking. They have, let's see. They have the candles right here. I love my candle. Love, love, love. Super obsessed. I really want to get another. They even have the bride's bouquet, which I think is super cute. So if you're going to be getting married and you need a bouquet, here's a beautiful bouquet you can get. Here's the collection. Wait, I want to go back up here. They have the pink suede, which is really popular. You can get it in the 9 count. You can get this in the 16 count, 32 count, 36 count. Um, this one's just the 9 count, but you can get it in a bigger one. You can get the little minis. The little minis are so cute. I don't know why it's not a picture of them. The ceramic, I have the ceramic. I have this one. Love it. They have the smaller ceramic with the right, and these are real flowers, real roses. Basically, they coat them in an oil that keeps them literally looking, feeling fresh and brand new. They also have the jewelry boxes that are really cool. So that's a jewelry box, and the top is filled with the roses, and then the bottom pulls out like a little jewelry box. And you can customize this to your liking as well. You can change the color roses. Beautiful, beautiful. So you can use my code Elle Bee, ELL. Wait, what is my code again? There it is. Right there at the bottom. See where it says code ELLE and then just the B and then 20 for another $20 off your order. So you guys, this is the cheapest you'll ever find them. They are good for over a year. Blake says she has one over 2 years. I think I've had one for a year and a half, maybe close to 2 years at this point. I have like 6 of them at this point, but love them. And you can literally customize them to, go with your living room or your office, or if you have a daughter or a daughter-in-law that loves candles or roses, you can kind of customize one to fit their dining room or something like that. And this is the cheapest you're going to get them. Rose Forever. The link is in the top of my description box. You can always find the link to that website in the top of my description box. It'll also tell you what the discount code is. And right now they have their biggest sale. So like this translucent box, it's normally $329. It's down to $151. You can get it and you can use my code to get an extra $20 off. So go check out their website. Let me know if you've decided to get anything. I would love to know. You guys have your thoughts about Cody Brown. What do you guys think? Is he on an apology tour because he really feels bad? Or is he on an apology tour because he knows he is not a fan favorite? And maybe he understands that this is threatening his job. That he is so disliked, him and Robin, that this could potentially threaten their job. So now he, at minimum, is trying to change his reputation. What do you guys think? We're going to be live at 8 p.m. tonight to watch this episode. So make sure you go follow me over on TikTok and join me tonight. And give this video a thumbs up, leave me your thoughts, and come back and hype it up if you guys don't mind. Bye, guys.